Hi, Namaste, my name is Henry, and again today I am talking to you from the house of Annamalai Swami, who lived in this house from 1938 to 1995. This is an hermitage because Annamalai Swami lived in silence, practicing vichara, the process of self-inquiry, full-time. For me, he is a role model of how self-inquiry should be practiced. A few days ago, I made a video based on the book of David Godman called Living by the Words of Bhagavan. I read what Annamalai Swami said about the process of self-inquiry, and this is part 2 on how to practice self-inquiry. I've received a few emails. One was from a neophyte, someone who told me, I've never practiced self-inquiry. I understand what you said in video number 1 about how to practice self-inquiry, but could you give me more practical instruction on how to practice self-inquiry? First, I would like to say that in the nearly 3 months that I have been meditating at the Sri RAMANA ashram, I have met all kinds of devotees from countries around the world who come here to deepen their meditation. And some of them have been practicing various types of meditation since we are in 2024, and there's all kinds of meditation available on the internet, on YouTube, and a multitude of teachers, especially in the Buddhist and Hindu and Sufi tradition, teaching various methods of meditation according to their traditions. So the question was asked. I have been practicing transcendental meditation. I have been practicing Kriya Yoga, where you bring the attention at the Ajna Chakra, the Siddha Yoga, where you bring the attention to the Ajna Chakra, the Shurabhav Yoga from the Santmat tradition. Also, you bring the attention to the third eye. And there's other tradition where you bring your attention to your heart, as in Raja Yoga. So what to do if you have been part of those traditions and you want to practice self-inquiry? My answer is that bring all your technique and meditation methods right here and right now, and include vichara, self-inquiry, in whatever process, meditation practice that you may be involved in right now. For example, for many, many years now, I have been meditating on the heart center with the help of one of my Buddhist teachers. A process to develop the bodhicitta, to develop a heart of love, kindness, and compassion for oneself and for humanity. There's now an enormous amount of information about the benefit of bringing the attention to the heart. And these scientific discoveries are now available on artmath.com. So I am not abandoning that practice. For the neophyte, closing your eyes and watching the mind. Other scientific studies have now shown that we have about 60,000 thoughts every day, and many are repeated day after day. So vichara means first, you have to watch your mind. You have to witness your mind. You close your eyes. First, you have to witness the mind and see the thoughts coming in, one after another, like the clouds in the sky following each other. And vichara means that you question, where is this thought coming from? Who is that I that isn't the present thought? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I regret this, I regret that, and so on. To see the mechanics of the mind bringing one thought after another thought is a great skill. And once you start, if you believe in the words of Bhagavan Sri RAMANA Maharshi, and I have made a video asking people to read his books, and there will be a link to that video under this video. First, you must get informed. Read his books. Learn about your true self. For vichara is about self-realization. Bhagavan Sri RAMANA Maharshi says that the self is like the eternal blue sky. And then sometimes the sky is overcast. You cannot see the sky from where we are. This is like the mind, the overcast. And by vichara, by meditations, we can clear the sky and be self-realized. That's the teaching of Bhagavan Sri RAMANA Maharshi in a nutshell. And Bhagavan says you can read all the books. It might point the way, but you have to do the work. You have to, at one point, put all the books down, sit down, close your eyes, and explore your interior. This constant flow of thoughts. You have to investigate, where do they come from? And I think one of the first benefits is that you are going to be so much more selective, choosing the thought that you will take action on. You will let go of those thoughts that have no use for you right here, right now. And if your thoughts are about the past, about regrets, grief, and so on, you look at them, you witness them, and you let them go, because you deserve enlightenment. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve to be free. Arthur Osborne said in his book that his way to practice self-inquiry was first to bring the attention to the right-hand side of the heart. You start there, and I agree 100% with that way of practicing self-inquiry. We must bring our attention to our heart. As you practice self-inquiry and witness your thoughts, you can also develop a heart of loving kindness and compassion. It is so necessary as long as you are in this body, living in the societies that we are all living in. We could all use a little more love, kindness, and compassion in our everyday life. So if I was to teach Vichara very quickly to someone, this is what I would do. I would say, close your eyes, become aware of your breathing in and breathing out. Relax. Bring your attention to your heart. Right-hand side of the heart. Who do you love? Who loves you? Bring that loving feeling in your heart right now. And then witness the mind. It might take minutes for some of you because you are more mature in your spiritual quest. Bhagavan called that to be ripe. Maybe you are ripe, or maybe you are just beginning this process. Detach your mind from your mind. Zoom out of your mind. Watch the mind as each and every thoughts are coming to you. Just witness the thought one after another. And when you are ready, you ask yourself, where are those thoughts coming from? You might want to imprint in very big letter in your subconscious mind, who am I? And as the flow of thoughts go through that, who am I? You become more aware of who you are truly. And to that question, do I have to change my religion? Do I have to become Hindu in order to practice Vichara? And Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi is very clear in his teaching that Vichara, self-inquiry, can be practiced by anyone from any religion, from any spiritual tradition, as one method of self-realization, but it can be mixed with all religious, spiritual belief. that one may have at the present moment. When Bhagavan was alive, he received guests from all kinds of spiritual denominations, and he never asked anyone to become Hindu. He simply said, in whatever traditions you're in, use vichara. Ask yourself, who is that I? It works for all religion and for all spiritual traditions. You can come as you are with whatever belief system you have and add vichara, self-inquiry, to your practice. Thank you very much. Namaste.